Dude, I'm pumped. I'm excited to see DesRow's play. I mean, a lot of people maybe are not as familiar with the VT folks, but as we've seen, Blur crushed one of the top players in Europe, Joe, yesterday.
Yeah.
DesRow claims to be the best player in the world. Let's see if he can conquer Qxc.
Let's see if we can do it. Qxc says he is double ready, and we've got ourselves a countdown here. It is the start of the EG Masters Cup, brought to you by MSI Notebook, and here we go with actually an octo final. We're taking a step into yesterday.
A good old round of 16 match for any of you who have not been in the debate scene will be Qxc versus DesRow to see who will spar with Machine in the round of 8.
Yes, and don't forget, at the end of it all, the winner will go on to face the final boss. That's EG Idra. He'll be playing from Korea versus our winner for a chance for the MSI 660 laptop. And we're going to get started as we are loading in right here.
And it looks like in the north position of Metalopolis, we have ROOT.Qxc, and DesRow saying shout out to Brian Spades Francis and to check out his stream. Oh man, I almost wonder if that was a script popping that one up.
You know what? I like that. Props to him, giving himself some love out there. Knows that he's going to be on the stream. And, of course, we have got DesRow in that 3 o'clock position, and I like these close corners. I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see exactly what we're going to have. But you had mentioned about DesRow's style, and, you know, it's something that I'm going to be very curious. We've seen a lot of different Protoss styles in this competition.
We do see that scout probe moving out right now. Heading down past the Menk statue to the left position. Again, so important that you find out if your opponent is close to you or far away. Looks like DesRow playing a little bit cautiously, leaving that pylon right next to his nexus. But you know what? I really like this play because if you build your pylon too close to your ramp, a lot of those early Marauder rushes can leave that pylon vulnerable. And if you lose your first pylon, it's just a ticket to a GG.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And something to keep in mind. Barracks is down. Probe continuing to scout. Looks like SCV is going to make his way out for Qxc as well, and will go in a counterclockwise position. Meanwhile, the Protoss is putting on, of course, his gateway, and just continuing to chrono out some probes.
Here comes the infamous worker high five. Bam! Passing right through each other. And you know, this is always my favorite thing when watching really any RTS game, is seeing the little tiny decisions people make to give them a little bit of an edge. Qxc always does a supply depot barracks wall off, mainly because when this probe comes here, it's so hard to harass the SCV building the barracks, because sometimes the SCV floats on over here and the probe cannot reach it. So very good way to defend against that.
And gas is put down for both players. Meanwhile, the cybernetics core going down, and we do have a supply depot being put in that gassy area. Of course, very good for vision.
Oh, a gas field. In Control was doing this all day yesterday.
Yes, he was.
And it looks like it's perhaps a trend among many Protosses. But inadvertently losing that probe, that's kind of a significant loss at this stage of the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened if he just tried to path him out of there, but it looked like he got stuck, and the Marine was able to take him out quite easy. Meanwhile, SCV of Qxc is about to make his way into the Protoss space, get a good idea what's going on right now. Warp Gate research has been started, and we're going to get a chrono boost of the first Stalker out of that gateway.
And look at the APMs by both players. DesRow up hanging at 236, Qxc at 153, and it looks like Qxc is going to respond to this gas field by throwing down a second barracks kind of later than you ordinarily would if you were planning to do it, but getting a reactor on that barracks, so it looks like he's not even going to be emphasizing gas for quite a while, going to be doing the double Marine production, quite possibly an early expand coming up shortly after this, but this is a very good defensive play, as Marines are just very, very, very scary early on.
And that Marine finally runs out of ammo, but good thing he did get that assimilator down. We got a second assimilator up for the Protoss as well. And what else do we got? We got another gateway being dropped down. Warp Gate research is about at 60% right now, so still a ways for that to come out. Stalker is going to harass a little bit, loses only his shields, as 4 Marines do go ahead and ward that off. And yeah, exactly what you said, just kind of focusing 2 Marines and Marauders out of those barracks. And just go with that.
Oh, look at this. A Stargate in the back gets canceled. I guess that he saw me see it and said, absolutely not. Wait, has Qxc even seen this? Oh, this is a very... I thought DesRow was actually going to be going for a Stargate play, and then I thought he was going to go for an early expand play, and now I'm starting to think he might be just going for a 3-gate normal expand play. This probe's moving out. DesRow, the best Protoss in the world, leaving me completely and utterly confused.
Well, yeah, I mean, he put down that Stargate over in the corner, and then he went ahead and canceled it, putting the gateway down, and almost right as that SCV was going to scout it anyway.
Yeah,
Second gateway goes down, so we got 4-gate coming out of the Protoss.
Huh. So it looks like Qxc is doing a very trademark style of his. Qxc is more than comfortable staying on one base for very, very long periods of time, sometimes getting 3, even 4 barracks and tech on one base before expanding. DesRow looks like he's gearing up to do a 4-gate play, but I'm always curious whenever I see a 4-gate if the player is continuing to make probes. In Control went all-in style 4-gate, but we're seeing DesRow have about 8 more probes than in Control did in those circumstances, and a robo facility going down now as well. I really don't think you have enough money to support all of these structures.
Yeah, we're going to find out as the Protoss is moving forward. DesRow is going to catch one Marine off guard, tries to put a pylon down, but will be forced to cancel it. Was in vision of this force up on the ledge. You were asking if the probe production is continued, and I have not seen any additional probes coming out. Nice job by Qxc, dropping a supply depot at just the right time and stopping that Nexus from going down. A lot of money there. A lot of money there being stacked up by DesRow.
Oh yeah, even if Qxc loses this SCV and the depot, that's going to be a very, very big win for him. I mean, imagine that Nexus getting thrown down when he wanted to. That's so much money lost from that early mining time. So now he's finally beginning to kill it off. Looks like the robotics facility is making an observer. DesRow not really spending too much money, saving it up so that way he could throw down the Nexus right away. Qxc, oh, doing the classic, oh, I can get a dropship fast, can't I?
And he's going to load up and take it on over to the his opponent's base right now. The Nexus has gone down, and I do believe that he saw that robotics facility. So where is that dropship? Here it is, still in the base of Qxc. He's going to take the long way around. He knows that there's that pylon in the background because, or in the back there, because he did scout it. So he's going to take the long way, and has a little nice ledge that he's going to be able to land on.
And it looks like Qxc darting up here to the Zelnaga watchtower, picking it off, and at the same time dropping. Oh, he loves these 3 pylons, and look at that, stimming the first one to pop down, and then as the other ones end up falling, just stims those as well. There's the pullback. Very, very nice play, getting a little guaranteed damage there.
I like that a lot, and another pylon has to be dropped. Qxc is going to come back in and continue that harassment, keeping 2 warp gates off the circuit. He's going to instantly drop 2 more, and he might be able to power those again. However, only bringing 3 Stalkers back, and this army is going to overpower it with the help of that medevac. They get a cancel on another of the pylons, and they will continue to push forward. Only then will that medevac pick it. Still not. He's doing a ton of damage.
Gosh, and he's picking off the pylon again with that trademark micromanagement and loading up. Has to be careful though. Oh!
My God.
In that entire exchange,
Insane.
Qxc has lost 1 Marine and taken some damage. And look at this, moving to the front, forcing a cancel on that Nexus. And it looks like he might just march up into the main and go for the kill right now.
I think he's going to be able to get it. Force field taking, wow.
There's the good game.
Force field going to prevent the retreat, but I guess it didn't matter anyway.
Wow.
He's going to go in for the big win, and that was nice. I mean,
that was just marvelously executed by Qxc. I mean, that drop micro, it's kind of funny because you watch enough Qxc games and you kind of know that he loves going for the fast medevac dropship, but as you saw there, it doesn't matter if you know. He's going to control his stuff almost perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, he went in, took out the first pylon, and then made his focus, not necessarily the army, but keeping those warp gates powered down. He knew he was only going to be able to reinforce with 2 or 1. I think he knew that there were 4 out there. And that was, you know, that was very, very solid. Very, very nice. Probably one of the best drops we've seen so far in the EG Masters.